Morning and welcome to the dialogue. My name is Abedienim and this is Net2 TV. We'll be streaming the show live on Net2 TV GH on our Facebook wall and also upload the videos after we're done on our YouTube channel Net2 TV GH for your later viewing. You can also join us on our social media handles, and so we continue our discussion. Net2 TV GH on Instagram and Twitter. Today is the 12th of July 2018. And I'm bringing you some topics, some stories around town and happenings. We're bringing Honorable Kokofu. He is a former MP of Bantama in the Ashanti region. And we're going to touch on EC bosses issue. We're going to touch on the Eastern Corridor roads, and be probably touching on some other issues that you haven't really heard of. And we'll also give you the opportunity to phone in and then share your views, questions, and thoughts with us. This is Net2 TV, and I'm Abedienim. The quote for this morning says, "Be inspired or be miserable. Motivate yourself or be miserable. Encourage yourself or be miserable. What has to be done, it's always your choice." So it's always your choice to either do it or be miserable. And I wouldn't choose to be miserable. I would do what I can do or do what I am supposed to do rather than be miserable. So you can take a clue from there. It's also by Wade Dyer. Wade Dyer is a motivational speaker and I think a corporate trainer and a life coach. So we actually pick these quotes from people who really have life impact and experience on others. So when you take them seriously, probably they will be of help. Inspire, motivate, encourage yourself, or be miserable. It's your choice. But whatever has to be done, it is really your choice. We'll be talking to Honorable Kokofu. He's a former MP for Bantama, like I said, in the Ashanti region. And we'll be touching the Eastern Corridor Road. We'll be touching on Charlotte Osei and some amount of dollars that has been proposed or speculation that he used in his office office renovation. Sorry, I got it wrong. Yeah, but again, we'll be talking about procurement related issues. Ajo Safo and Auditor General is bringing it out that procurement has been cut by 75 or 76%. So the chop is gone down. I'm going to go straight to our newspaper headline this morning. Forgive my phone ringing. On the front page of the New Crusading Guide said, "Court clears roadblocks against Kearney. GVG dismisses injunction to stop contracts." So yeah, there you go. Osler is cleared of any wrongdoing and the deal has been given the go-on. The Daily Statesman has on the front page, economists propose tax rise to fund development. CJ warns judges others against corruption. Then we have Togbi Afede never called for probe into Blaze 275 buses, House of Chiefs. All that on the front page of the Daily Statesman. The Daily Guide also has on the front page, Charlotte Osei blows $14 million on office. Bako dashes to court. And I'm sure in the Ghana they will say Igbashi Kete court. He dashes to court. I like that. It's probably a literal translation. No Chinese Galamsey operators in BBNE, and then OT region promises 100% yes. NBS denies ritual blood for despite. When I saw that video on social media, my heart was just breaking. Can't we just for once encourage and applaud people for their hard work? Must everybody get rich in Ghana by doing something foul or something negative? Must we tag everybody to something bad when they become wealthy? What happened when he was despite on the streets of Accra, selling and hustling? Why didn't we say all this about him? And it applies to a lot of people. Ghanaians are quick to put things together. If you have any proof, I bet you come out and put that out there. I mean, and no one will stop you. But if you don't, this blasphemy and this kind of pull him down thing, it's really not helping Ghana. And I encourage all of us to stop that. Well, the Daily Graphic has on the front page, payroll audit begins next week. Amanfa Umbeshi, Special Prosecutor, Auditor General collaborates. Chai. Well, Martin Amidu is saying that he's going to start from that point. So all of you waiting for Martin Amidu, he's starting from the payroll audit that's beginning next week. Reduction in tariffs to affect revenue, Gridco. And then we have dumped 10 patients away. Ghana Health Service warns government-accredited hospitals. We warn, don't 10 patients away. my omumba, just take care of them. That's the least you can do for your God and for your own self. This is the profession, for goodness sake, you decided to take upon yourself, and I think you should do it regardless, and whatever condition you find yourself. Oh man, I don't want to touch the back page of the newspaper. I'm so excited. Well, on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, we have upcoming 2018 budget review. Adapt aggressive tax policy to sustain consolidate economic gains against economists, urges government. Okay. Special prosecutor AG strike deal on combat crime. And yes, yesterday, French coach hails team's character mentality. Wow. I was so excited yesterday. I had to keep it to myself. Good morning again to you, Grace. You couldn't eat because England lost, and I'm sorry, but I'm excited because I want Croatia to win that bad, and I'm all for Croatia. On the front page of the Chronicle, which we're ending with, we have procurement chop reduces by 76%, and I think media got it wrong. House of Chiefs. Okay, you've corrected that. Togbi Afegde never ask for probe into Blaze bases. So yes, we got all that. We'll be talking to Honorable Adjoa Safo over the procurement chop reduction, and also having our Honorable Kokofu here for further discussion. So we're taking a quick break, and when we're back, we roll the show on. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to the dialogue. Compound House is one of the most hilarious and nerve-wracking your ribs local series brought to you by Apostle Production and Netu TV. Watch Compound House for your weekend relaxation and fun. Apostle Production, a movie collaboration with Netu TV, presents The Compound House. Compound House is a local drama series that keeps to project daily happenings in the various compound houses. For people like McKenna who don't know what a compound house is, I'm sure it's the kind of old housing system where we have different people renting space, more or less like roommates in a big house, but in a slightly different situation. Compound House is the only TV series in Ghana that features Kumahood stars like Kujun Kansan Lewin, which is true though. Most of the TV series, the local TV series, don't feature the top stars like Lewin and Bernard Nyako and then Ochibrewa, Yao Dabo, Fred Amugi, Benedict Agafa. It has a lot of stars, and trust me, you would love it. If you haven't watched Compound House, make a date with us this Saturday, 7:30 prompt. We're showing Compound House at 7:30 Saturday here on Net2 TV, only on Net2 TV, and we would not repeat because it's so fresh and so cool. Well, tell a friend, tell the families, relatives that there is an explosion on Net2 every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Well, Compound House, everyone has a story to tell, and if you've ever lived in a compound house, I'm sure some people can relate. I mean, growing up, living in Mamprobi, Soto, all these places, the stories, the water outages, the light outs, the infringements, the kitchen use, and all that. Okay. Well, we heard earlier this morning that the director of Ghana Health Service is admonishing all public facilities that they should not turn patients away when they come. And if we can get that again, it says, don't turn patients away. Ghana Health Service wants government accredited hospitals. And so we'll be talking to Dr. Insia on the line shortly to give us details about that. Hello, good morning, Doc.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. Few days ago, we heard that the hospitals were turning away patients, and today it's in the dailies that you're directing government accredited hospital not to turn away patients. Can you just throw a little light on that?
Yeah, good morning to the charity listeners and the viewers of your TV station. What I put out when the no Brexit bill came was that under no circumstances should any public health institution, especially the ones under Ghana Health Service, and for that matter, all hospitals, should turn away any emergency. In our discipline, in our code of ethics, even in the medical profession and the nursing profession and other professions, when you see it, you have to manage the emergency. You have to at least resuscitate the patient and put the patient in a very safe condition, and then even arrange for safe transportation for the patient to send to the next level. If you cannot see the patient at your place, just do the resuscitation. What you call it of the patient. You clear the airway, you stop immediately, you secure that the bleeding is restored, and then there will be no disability before you move the patient to the next step. So you don't just say that, oh, there's no bed. I've always been saying that emergency situations require emergency solution.
Yes.
So in terms that you have any mass casualty, patients are even put on the field, at the car park, at airports, even on the floor. So I believe that this is what should be done. But this situation also means that once you're doing this, we have to also look at our pre-hospital care. Ideally, since a national ambulance service was established by the Kwartei government, it's more than 50 years now. By now, we should be having a very robust national ambulance system or pre-hospital care system. So that when the patient, any patient is sick or any patient wants to be transferred from one place to another place, you just call the ambulance, it picks you, it continues the management that the hospital was doing, or even is from your home. You start the resuscitation, and then you will also be communicating to the hospitals. And there will be no, there's no bed. The ambulance service will know that where the emergency beds are, maybe it's at Kwartei or at Dodowa. So you will not come to me and tend to Dodowa or Rich. We also have what we call referral system. Kolebu is the major referral system in the referral system in Accra metropolis of Greater Accra. Like Kwartei is for the middle belt, and then Tamale and also Titus and Kwartei. So if you want to refer a patient, you go through a protocol. You should at least know the patient, the name. You take the patient's pulse, BP, and do all sorts of things and put it in a documented form. And then also even call when you are referring the patient before the patient is dispatched. So by the time the patient reaches where he's going, if it is an emergency, people are even standing in front of the emergency center to see the patient. The next thing we also want is that we want to use the gate past the car, so that nobody gets up. After emergency, he gets up and the goes straight to Kolebu. That one is also not good. That's why Kolebu is full of patients and the people are sitting outside and all sorts of things.
Okay.
Because if you're using a gate mechanism and if you have an emergency, you go to the nearest center before you are resuscitated and then move to the next step. And then we have to also look at emergency management system. We have what you call sorting out. When you get to emergency, the first thing you do is to try to work out. It's just like if a banker has a lot of money, some 1 CD, 2 CDs, 20 CDs, 30 CDs. The counter clerk stores the money out. Put the 50 CDs somewhere, the 20 CDs somewhere, 10 CDs, and 1 CD and listen. And I'm sure you'll be looking more to the 50 CDs notes, because when one gets missing, you have to pay more than 20 CDs technically.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what costing out or triaging me. So we triage and put people in green. Green means that the patient walks in and the patient may not need even to be detained there. We have orange, we have yellow, and then we have red, which is critical. Red sections, normally we have even ventilators and take over the respiration. It's like taking the patient, next step is taking the patient to either a high dependency area or to an intensive care unit. And the third one is that as part of emergency management, emergencies are not ordinary wars. So if you are not very careful and you turn emergencies into ordinary wars, then you need not even 50 beds. You need over 100 beds, and the emergency unit to be full. Emergency unit, you don't keep any patient there, ideally or out. When we were putting up for financial emergency sector, we went round. In Israel, it's 6 hours. And somebody is monitoring and make sure that 6 hours, if the patient is still there, meaning he sends the patient away. Because emergency deaths are very expensive deaths. That's why they will put you and myself when we have an accident or emergency situation. So you should always be ready to receive a dying patient. And
Doc,
if you want to do this thing properly,
yeah,
then it means that you should have death management system also in place. Because there are patients who have been discharged in the wards who are still lying down there because they cannot pay their bill. And they are blocking the beds, and somebody cannot get emergency care because there's no bed in the emergency unit. And if there's anybody sitting in the emergency unit who is eating banku day and night,
it will add up to your bills.
It's not emergency. You should move away from there. So all these things come together.
But Doc, don't you have recovery wards where people who are supposed to be out of the emergency wards can be kept in the recovery ward? And then, in the recovery ward, they will be moving out or being discharged in a few days or hours, if possible.
Recovery ward normally are for operations.
Okay.
When somebody is operated, he goes to the recovery ward.
Okay.
But an emergency ward, emergency unit, you move to the main ward.
Okay, so from the emergency ward, if you're really fit and okay to be discharged, but for some reason you have not settled your bills, you can go to the main ward.
You see, that's where I'm coming to.
Okay, go ahead.
You see, it's also a health insurance system. If everybody has a health insurance, like they have it in Thailand, they have 100% universal health coverage. You don't need to say you don't have money to pay. So I'm appealing to all Ghanaians. If you don't have health insurance, take your health insurance and make it active throughout the year. And don't wait and think that, I don't get sick. That's the attitude of some people.
Yeah.
When I get sick, I'll go for health insurance. But if you have health insurance, you don't know when the emergency will come.
True.
So that there will be no reason why you are relying on the ward because you cannot pay.
Okay, Doc. So let's get this. Let's get this really straight. It's those who are not covered by the health insurance that ends up mostly being already treated but still remain in the hospital because they have no money to pay.
That is one.
Okay. And
the second one is that I've been hearing that there are some things that health insurance doesn't cover. We are trying to make sure that all those co-payments also goes away because our health insurance system is not co-payment insurance system.
Okay.
So if you also work on that one, and then some people will say we are taking money because health insurance is not paying. God be so good. For the few weeks that we have insurance, have paid a lot of money out. And we are making sure that by the end of the year, we clear all the bills and the health insurance will be health insurance that you used to know. And I'm also happy that the national identification card also incorporated the health insurance so that we make sure everybody is also active. And then if everybody has a health insurance, the national identification card, it means we are almost covered. The third one is also the attitude of workers, the number of workers who are working in our emergency sectors. Most of them get burned out. So what has happened that everybody is speaking about it, health has become number one priority in this country. So it means that the financial clearance we are looking for this year to employ the nurses and doctors who are at home, we get enough, and then deplete them at the place that they are supposed to be. And then we will have enough nurses and doctors in the system and train them. We have only one emergency training center in Ghana, in Kumasi. We are hoping that we can also train a lot of people and decentralize it all over the country.
Great.
And then you can have quality management of emergencies and for that matter, quality care for our patients in this country.
Great. Doc, before I let you go, I think we probably would like to have a full section with you here so you can explain this down to Ghanaians. But what measures do you have in place to ensure that this directive of government accredited hospitals not turning away patients is going to be effective? What measures are you having? Supervisory measures?
We have put a supportive provision in place.
Okay.
Where the regions and the districts will be supervised and the people from national level will go and support. We are also going so that we also talk to the people and put a toll-free call system in place where any complaints that people have, we can direct them to our office and then we will solve it.
Okay.
So this is what we are doing.
But Doc, I can tell it will be quite a tough task. But do you have any hotline in place where or available where patients can call in case they are turned away from probably remotest areas that they might not be able to reach out in your offices?
No, that one we don't have. That's what I said that we are going to put the hotline.
Okay.
So that patients are called.
I think that probably will help. And since social media is really helping lately, we can also use our WhatsApp and others to contact you people. But Doc, you are doing a good job, and I would like to thank you for your time. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much. So one day I'll come there and come and try and explain things to people so they understand what the health is saying.
Please don't get off the line. I'll let my producer make an appointment with you.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, what I was saying is that apart from all these things, I also treat the media that there are a lot of good things happening in health. For example, we are one of the few countries in Africa where we have a very high immunization rate. To the extent that measles is no more in this country. Medical students even have to, they don't have any patients, to see. Malaria management has improved so much that you don't lose any. We lose very few children who have very severe malaria and pregnant women who have malaria. Now you can buy your malaria medicines and after test, maybe at the over the counter. We also have a very robust system, especially in the hard-to-go rich areas where they have declared zero tolerance for maternal mortality. I'll give you an example. If you go to Kwartey South or Kwartey North, they declared no tolerance for maternal mortality, and for 18 months continuous since some of us came onto the seat, they have not had a single maternal death. And these are some of the things that we have to celebrate and talk about. And I know that what is happening now is also putting us on our toes. It's putting health as a high priority in this country. And I'm hoping that, for example, the ambulance, the 275 ambulance the government wants to buy, if it was number 13 on the priority list, and I'm sure it has now moved to number 1. And I'm very happy that the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health and Legislature will be meeting very soon. And then we will tell them the plans that we have in place, as I've mentioned a few of them to you, and the way to solve it. All what we're seeing is solvable. Well, and I think when we put them into practice, Ghana will have one of the most robust quality health systems in this country. Well, so that it's not only lost in the health sector. And I will entreat you that we should also try and tell people about the positive aspects of whatever we are doing. Thank you very much.
Well, we would like to thank you, Doc. Please don't go away. I'll let my producer make an appointment with you so we can have you here in the studio sometime shortly. Okay. Have a good day, Doc. That's Dr. Insen Asari from the Ghana Health Service trying to explain to us the directive from the Ghana Health Service asking all government accredited hospitals not to turn away patients. It can be very sad, but I have with me here my father, my brother, my everything. You could tell I was smiling in the middle of the interview. Well, he's just going through the studio. I have Titus. He adds a little bit more. Let me see if I get it right. Titus Nyokobini Kwartei Glover. Okay, I skip a lot.
You're struggling. As a son, you should know your father.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Daniel
Ni Kwartei
Titus Glover.
Titus Glover. What? How about the other ones you add?
Oh, Okunya Nabi Nyokobi. Okunya is my grandmother.
Okay.
My mother's mom.
Okay.
And my mother is Nanyoko.
Okay.
So sometimes I want to make it more fun.
I like it when you add all together.
Okunya Nabi.
No, say it from Daniel.
It's Daniel. Ni Kwartei, Okunya Nabi Nyokobi, Ni Kwartei Titus Glover.
Oh my goodness. It's been a long time. Well, Daniel Titus Ni Kwartei Glover is a Deputy Minister for Transport and also a Member of Parliament for Tamai East. He's also serving on the Trade Committee and also on the Appointments Committee in Parliament. So you can tell he carries a lot of weight. He's just passing through the studio, so we have a short discussion with him. I'll take his views and opinions on this Eastern Corridor route, since he was one of the people who were very loud on that, and also he will tell us just a bit about this EC bus being dragged back and forth to court over some issues. And then procurement, Auditor General is saying that, well, procurement chop has been cut down 76%. And then we find out what's going on in the transport ministry. So
thank you very much.
I mean, you know, I'm tempted to speak Ghana with you, Because when you are
the program is English.
Oh, well, we can.
If it's vernacular, then that could be a different issue altogether.
Oh man, you go ahead.
But once in a while, you can slot it.
I have a caller, and he'll always speak Ga regardless. And then yesterday, he was pushed to the corner and started speaking Chi. I was like, okay,
really?
We're on a difference here. Well, so just a few topics out there, and then probably touch on the transport ministry.
I will touch on the Eastern Corridor Road.
Okay.
Basically, the President, His Excellency, was in the region. And you recall, during the campaign of the 2016 elections, there was so much noise.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of cacophony, noises by the NDC at the time. That the kind of project they've done in this country are so unprecedented.
Yeah.
I was privileged to have campaigned with His Excellency as the President. I was a member of his campaign team, the presidential campaign team, in 2009 and in 2012. There's no part in this country that did not tour with him, apart from the whole of Upper West region.
Okay.
There is no constituency right from the south
throughout to the north.
To the north.
Yeah.
And the Eastern Corridor Road, I know ex-President Kwartei did a bit.
Yeah.
But the cacophony of the noises from the MDC was so great.
Is it the same roads that there was a perception that a guy was giving out, or someone gave for the expedition, blah, blah, blah? Okay, go ahead.
Just cool down. So, when His Excellency the President, he tore the same road.
Okay.
And when it gets to the campaign grounds, he talks about what he has passed through.
The experience.
The experience. Then President Mama will go on air and attack him. And he was sleeping on the road. Meanwhile, he was in the helicopter, flying like a bird.
Who was in the helicopter?
Ex-President Mahama.
Oh, okay. He flew.
He was hopping from spot to spot.
Okay.
Because President Akufo-Addo was driving on those bad roads.
Okay. So he felt it.
So there's a clear distinction between the reality of what His Excellency the President was speaking at the time.
Okay. Okay.
And what candidate Akufo-Addo then was also talking about. It happened in the Western region and most of the places. Today, God willing, the people of this country has given him the mandate to lead us. And he has been on that road several times. So as a president, he doesn't want to sit in Accra for his ministers to come and tell him beautiful stories. Sometimes he wants to take the bull by the horn.
Yeah.
He wants to go to the ground and really assess
the situation,
whatever report that has been given to him on this. And it is not surprise. The information his regional minister tells him, the information the road minister tells him are the same. So he was asking, so is that a road that we've been told that is so unprecedented? And lo and behold, this is what has happened. So clearly, he has assured, His Excellency the President has assured the people of the Volta region that they are Ghanaians. We are not looking at politics, it's about development. That is why, in the wisdom of the President, he wants to divide the Volta region.
Okay.
Because the region is so big.
Yeah.
Administration of the region is so huge. That is why you need to cut off part of the region so that the management and the handling of this region in terms of development, in terms of governance, will be very, very good. And I'm happy the people in the Otu region area talk about the
they give it 100% approval.
They've all endorsed that. Look, either way in the past, you can just use his presidential fiat to do that. But this time by the constitution, you can't go by that. You have to engage the people.
Yeah.
The people have to go through a lot of process.
Yeah.
And by so doing, they have to come with a referendum.
Yeah.
You remember the committee that he set up, the Presidential Commission?
They brought the report.
A total endorsement that they needed. Ex-President Rawlings managed to carve Upper West from the Upper East region.
Yes, I remember.
Today, look at Upper West region.
Yeah.
He did so well in his time. So if in President Akufo-Addo's time, he's also making sure that we have 6 additional regions to the old one that we have. All he needs to do, we need to decentralize the evolution of power to the people, making sure that development will go to the people. Governance is brought at the doorstep of our citizens. So for me, I'm happy that they've endorsed it. The other part, that is the northern part, the northern western and the Afro areas that they are all creating, should all support the president and the people of this country to make sure that.
I mean, the truth is that it's to their own benefit.
Absolutely.
Just so that you get tailored.
And you see some funny politicians who will be going undercover just to tell these people not to endorse or not to agree. In the NDC manifesto, they wanted to create 4 additional regions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sure. They want to create 4 additional regions. So if His Excellency the President said, look, let me make it 6, it is because of the belief. And tell me, President Akufo-Addo, there is no, he has traveled more than anybody in this country.
I bet.
Trust
I bet. He's multilingual.
So for 3 attempts.
Yeah, that's true though.
For 3 attempts, 12 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Consecutive, 3 times.
So sometimes when you are talking to him and you mention a place, he will just raise his head on top like this. At one time I was asking him, Nana Minisane, Kwartei, when you mention the place, he can
picture it
where you are talking about, and he knows exactly what you are saying.
He's like a walking map.
Because he has traveled all over this place that they are talking about.
Yeah.
So he knows the pain and the challenge.
Yeah.
Look at the picture.
This is even not clearer. There's one that is circulating on social media.
Look at this.
Yeah.
And people
Let me try
money.
see if my cameras can get that.
And NDC, with the greatest of respect.
Let me give it to my camera.
Fred, this is a party and government that could get a budget to pay judgment debts.
Well, yes.
Useless judgment debts. They have a budget line that let's organize for no work done. People are only giving money for no work done. I'm sure if we have put this money into these roads, it could have turned the people of the voter range of these people. It can turn our house around.
Yeah. Well, good roads can really
somebody
help.
is ill.
Yeah.
Critically ill. And he's being rushed to the hospital. And he's going through this road.
You probably might die before you get to the hospital.
How will you feel? Imagine a pregnant woman in serious labor. I can tell you, we have a president that is so passionate for this country. You have a president who has come not because of his money, that he want to align his pocket. President Akufo-Addo doesn't need the money from Ghanaians, but because he feels that there is something that he needs to do for our people. That is why he has availed himself to lead us. When you talk about honesty, a president you can trust that when you sleep, the resources of this country can be well protected. Is the man we are seeing as our president today. So for us,
you think he's protecting the public purse?
Of course. Of course. Of course. If you're a man, go and misbehave and put your hand like the way the NDC are misbehaving and they just do anything that they want, you'll be subjected to scrutiny. He has warned us. Any of his appointee who found far of the law, he's not going to defend you.
Really?
Sure. There are some of these things they talk about. He's two deputy chief of staff.
Yeah.
That A+
issue.
He hauled them to the police. Come on, go and do it. He's waiting. My colleague, Deputy
the Minister for Sports.
Agide, when this Australian visa fraud issue came up, he didn't want to share anybody. Haul him to go investigate him. And I was happy in Kofuda when he announced that the investigation has been done and it's been cleared. There's no wrong about it. He's good to go.
I like the fact that even after the investigations, he kind of reinstates you if you are not found of any.
Of course, if there's nothing untoward against your person,
and that kind of makes it transparent.
So if there's nothing untoward against your person, why do you hold him to that? You need to continue to go and do the job because he's doing a fantastic job. He's doing a good job. He's supporting his minister to make sure the job that has been assigned to him is being delivered. So, for me, we're all happy.
As a deputy minister, do you feel pressured under his operations? It looks like he wants everything on time and he's really in a hurry to get things done. Do you feel pressured?
You see,
I know this is personal, but I'll have to.
No, I have no problem. You can ask any kinds of questions you want to ask me, because as a deputy minister, we control about 11 agencies under our ministry.
Yeah.
God willing, he has been able to take away the railway and aviation to form a new, because you have a different vision for these two ministries. Under our ministry currently, the 11 that I'm talking about, we have the maritime sector, which includes Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Ghana Maritime Authority, Ghana Shippers Authority, Regional Maritime University, Water Lake Transport. These constitute the maritime sector. Under the road sector, we have the Metro Mass Transit Company, we have the Intercity STC, we have the DVLA, we have the National Road Safety Commission, and we have the Ghana Tanker Training Center. So all these consist of 11 different institutions, and they have 11 different roles that they all play. I can tell you, currently, One major challenge that is very worrying to the country from the road sector is that road accidents.
I'm glad it's coming
Road
from you.
crashes.
I'm going to let you say it.
And as a deputy minister, myself and my minister are serving as advocates.
Okay.
When I say advocates, we are speaking to our people. Like you give me this platform.
Go ahead.
It's an opportunity for us to let the people know that road accident, when we give you the statistics, Fred, is so alarming. In the first quarter of this year, about 800 crashes. And the people who have died are so enormous. Majority of these deaths are within the age bracket of between 15 to 45. Very productive age. Out of the 70% are male, the 30% are female. So the question is, why all these accidents on our road?
Honorable, I'll let you take a rest. Net2 Television, we've taken an initiative upon ourselves to educate our people on road tips and road safety by ourselves. No sponsorship, no government, and nothing. And I'll let my production team play just one of the ad. We have it in all the languages. And probably after that, we will take off this conversation again.
problem.
And to give it another direction. If we have that video, the road safety ad, can we just play it? I know I'm calling of this. I'm so passionate about this road things that last week I will come back to that after this video, but we need to sanitize our transport system, the road, the drivers.
You see, currently the ministry is coming up with an amendment of our national transport policy.
Okay.
And there are some of issues that we need to look at. The law itself, the road traffic regulations, we're trying to make some amendments in that. Recently, you recall when there's accidents on our roads where accidented vehicles are parked on the road. They are not removed on time, and it causing further accidents and all that. There was so much public outcry as to why people have to pay
the road tolls and stuff
and all that. So the ministry, with conjunction with the Attorney General's office, are trying to make certain amendments on the law to make sure that people are compelled.
Exactly. We need to be. It's our responsibility. I'll let my production team play this road safety initiative that we have, and we're using it to educate the public. And so, if we have that video ready, can we have it right? Like, come back to the dialogue, and this to tell you how passionate we are about stuff that are happening on our roads, especially the production team here and our CEO, Madam Stella Wilson of Japan. Good morning to you. You're doing a wonderful job. We have Honorable here, and we cannot just hold this from you. I'm sure you're very busy, probably sometimes you don't even get time to watch TV, but we just have to preview you to this.
First of all, let me commend Net2 Television for this advocacy that you are doing to support the ministry and the National Road Safety Commission to educate our people. I was giving you the statistics of this road accident that we have in the country. The best driver on the road is the one that speeds.
Okay.
The best driver on the road is not the one that speeds. He's the one that is always cautious, who respects road traffic regulations. He's the best driver. Recently, I granted an interview to a program on awarding drivers, the best drivers in this country. And I managed to speak on two issues. When you go to our lorry parks,
our trotro stations,
you see people immediately, they sit in the buses like normal passengers. And suddenly, as the driver takes off some few meters away, he gets up and starts preaching. I'm a Christian. I'm a Pentecostal. I love God. I like prayers. But you see, the driver always needs
the concentration
to take us to a safe destination. But when you are singing, you are preaching, you distract the attention of the driver. So I pleaded with some of the driver unions that were at the program that in their lorry parks
they can allow that.
Please, on the ground they can preach.
But
immediately the vehicle sets off, there should not be disturbances, so the driver can have the full concentration. Again, there are some who have turned themselves into drug peddlers. they sell these herbal medicines in the vehicles, and they talk and they market the things. Why? As a young man growing up, young boy, demonstration, you know, you see all kinds of people all over there.
Yeah.
But now that I'm a minister, I appealed to the unions in lorry stations. They can sell on the ground, so long as they have the Food and Drugs Authority license to sell any medication. They are good to go on the ground. But immediately the vehicle set motion and it is going, they should not allow that. You, the driver, when you see anybody selling or making marketing in your vehicle, just park and ask him to stop. If he doesn't stop, you can take your decision. So we need to educate our people on some of these things that we do. The road signs, in terms of government, our role is to fix infrastructure.
Okay.
Good roads. And you'll be surprised that when the roads are bad, drivers take their time.
Yeah, but when the roads are good,
fixed,
that is so true.
you see them over speeding.
That is so true. On a bad road, we are cautious. We don't want our tires to, we don't want to have problems.
I think that this advocacy that you are doing together, it is, the National Road Safety have a slogan. Road safety is everybody's concern. It is your concern. So it is a responsibility of everybody, including pedestrians that are walking on the road, and they also suffer the accidents.
That's true.
On these road here, Medina, a blue road here, the accidents are all over the place.
That
I think
is
that
true.
we should continue to support government, my ministry, my minister, and our agency, National Road Safety Commission, to make sure that we are able to control someone. We may not be able to stop it entirely. But you know, when you travel to the advanced countries, there are certain times, certain rush hours, they control the traffic.
Yeah. You have the high occupancy.
They control the traffic. They will tell you you have to travel at this speed.
Yeah.
It is a way of trying to regulate the way we drive on our roads.
Do you think it's going to be easy? It's going to be doable?
You see,
our mindsets are already formed
see,
about certain things.
The attitudes of the Ghanaian is always a problem. If this country can grow, if this country can progress, we can do our best. But if we don't change our attitudes, the laws are there. Why are we not respecting the laws? And I'm happy the police is trying to encourage road fines, spot fines.
Oh, spot fines.
Yes, we should encourage it.
I see.
They'll give you a ticket.
How is that going to work in Ghana?
Why
No
can't it
addressing
work?
system. No.
We are getting there.
I see.
We are getting there. This GPS thing that we're talking about.
Okay.
What we are getting there. I remember one time when I was in the UK during my studies, I passed through the yellow lights. Bah! The camera took it.
Yeah.
I was in my home.
And they brought you
3
the
days,
envelope.
they dropped a mail. When I watched, I've been given a ticket.
With a citation,
I have to
everything.
pay 80 quid.
Yeah.
And if you're a mile woman,
Don't pay. It doubles after the week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's a way of trying to involve ourselves in IT infrastructure.
Yeah.
You know, the digital address system that we have, making sure we respect road traffic regulations and all that. If you are able to do some of these things, we're able to save a lot of lives. Imagine these
That is true.
productive lives that we are losing.
Yeah.
The productivity that these people will have turned this GDP around. So I think that, yes, there's a lot on our plate that we need to do.
Yeah.
But you need the conviction, you need the boldness to deal with some of these things. And people who go by the law should be punished. Look, you see, we cannot talk about road safety regulations without talking about Ghana Police Service.
Okay, go ahead.
The police are doing wonderfully well. The MTTD guys.
Yeah.
Early in the morning, you see them,
you see
at
them
their
at
duty
yeah,
post.
yeah.
In the hot sun, they are there. In the rain, they are there.
Yeah.
Late in the night, they are there. Sometimes I feel for these police people.
Yeah. Let me say good morning to Chief Inspector Nyako of the East Legon Police Station. He does very well. He's the gentleman who controls the East Legon
I tell you,
tunnel.
the police are doing wonderfully well. The MTTD guys.
Yeah.
And sometimes when the police stops you and is asking you questions,
just be nice.
please be nice to the police officer.
Be nice. It's already tired
It is-
standing on
it
the
is
hot
your life.
sun.
Fred, it is your life.
Yeah.
If I have an opportunity like this, I want to communicate to our people.
Keep calling me Fred like I was a little boy. Now I'm Jonas Abidienim. It's all right. Go ahead.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh no.
You see, and sometimes we must fit for the police officer.
Yeah.
There may be one or two bad nuts within the service, but we should not use that to generalize the performance
entire
of our
police
police.
service.
No, I disagree.
Yeah.
And my police in Tema in my constituency, I give them thumbs up. Those who are doing the operations, they are good. With the CID, the MTTD guys, perfect. But I think that the insurance companies, they don't enforce the laws on the road.
How is the insurance company supposed to
the
enforce
premium that you pay when your insurance expires, the stickers on your car when it expires, it is not the insurance company that goes to inspect it. It is the MTTD guys, the police who does it. When in the traffic, you see them walking quietly
and then
in their uniform. They look at the expiry dates on the
dashboard.
On the dashboard.
Oh yeah, on the screen.
So when immediately it expires, he asks you to pull over. He speaks to you nicely. There is a moratorium. When it expires, at least you have a few days or a week to make sure you go and fix it. But the question is, the police are enforcing, inspecting this thing. What does the insurance company do for the police?
That is true.
And I wish
the government taxes these insurance companies.
Cool down. And I wish that there should be an arrangement where part of the premium that all these insurance companies collect on car owners, at least a portion is given to the MT, not the entire police service.
The MTTD.
The MTTD.
But no, let's set the equation straight. Government tax these insurance companies, and government is supposed to take care of the MTTD. So the circle is set. If the insurance companies later have to set up something else or take a portion of whatever
the insurance going to make good profit.
They do, yes. Of course, everybody works for profit.
A little bit.
So government needs to bump it up, and you know it will come back to the drivers.
The pressure on government is so enormous. So if, as part of the social corporate responsibility, this insurance company can support the MTDD police service, they haven't done anything
They
wrong.
can generously, or as part of corporate social responsibilities, decide that, oh, okay, collectively, the Ghana Insurance Association of Insurance Companies in Ghana, we are putting out this together for MTTD for their helping of reinforcement. Of course, it's more or less the marketing for them, because the police stands on the roads, make sure your insurance is intact or it's updated, and if it's not, he will kind of push you a little bit to go get it. That is like sending them back to the insurance companies, say, okay, give them money, let them do it for you. It's a marketing tool for them. I agree.
Right,
but
you're talking more than me.
Because I told you, I'm very passionate about these things on our roads.
We're almost singing from the same shit. We're all singing from the same shit because we feel it. What I'm saying and what you have also said is that we need to take care of the MTDD police.
I agree.
Government is giving them all the logistical support that they need to do to let them work. We are supporting them. But the resources of this country, I can tell you, is limited.
It is.
It's limited. The exchequer is always looking around to see where he can raise money to support every sector of the economy. That's why I'm saying that the insurance company must also do something. Some may be doing something, one or two or there, but out of your profits, can we organize some pool and give it to you and give, because they are enforcing it for us.
That's true.
People can drive on the road for so many months and years
and they don't do insurance. The insurance.
How can you, the insurance company, get your premium? That's what I'm talking about.
It's a very dicey situation.
Yeah,
but
so
yes,
on that aspect, you also talk about.
Yeah, we're also touching on Charlotte says issues and also procurement chop cuts down. And I think the Auditor General's report is saying that procurement chop has been cut down like 76%.
And I think that we need to commend His Excellency the President again, and the Minister for Procurement, my leader, Honorable Sarajwa Safo, for making sure that we do the right thing for this country. Because this, what do you call it, procurement that does not follow through due process, at the end of the day, it's the state that loses money. So if we're able to put our feet down to make sure that the right things are done, government will be thrifty to save a lot of money, and these money can be channeled into development, especially these roads that we are talking about. So we'll give them thumbs up. They should not be complacent because it has dwindled to about 76%.
But do you think government is doing this because it was one of the campaign songs during the campaign time that the ex-administration is doing soul sourcing everywhere, and so government is trying to say, okay, as for me, I can do it, so this is what I'm doing? Is it a political thing?
I remember we spoke about the section, the president spoke about issues like this as to how to protect the public purse. And in protecting the public purse, it goes with about procurements. Each certain procurement that we do, majority of them are on sole sourcing. we are flouting the law. We should open it up to competitive bidding, and by so doing, we'll be able to know the right monies that we're supposed to give on contracts that we give to ourselves. So, if these are the records that are showing, I think it's a good sign of a good government that we have currently under President Akufo-Addo that we all need to support. If we don't do this as Ghanaians, where are we going to get the money? The foreign countries that we asking them to come and support with the money, it is their citizens' monies that they collect, their taxes that they collect from them, that is given to us. That is why the vision of the president that Ghana beyond aid, we should be able to take care of ourselves. So at least we'll be able to ask them to support us in a little. So if you're able to save 76% of procurement, Eunice, we are good to go. We can save a lot of money that we'll have used in when you come to my constituency to my east like this, my roads have been fixed for me.
I see.
My roads, when you come through the heavy industrial area, from TT Brothers through Gridco.
Oh, it used to be a very bad road.
Through Steelworks, through Tropical Cable, all the way to DVLA, to the traffic light to my refinery.
Well, good job.
You know, His Excellency the Vice President did a short cutting some few months ago for us. The contractor is already fixing it. When you go to Tema Newtown, Bankuma Roads, the contractor has been, I've gone to site. I went to site with him. He's mobilizing to come. Then we do the bypass through Vaco to the old slaughterhouse, then we're in Community 1. So all these things, we need monies to fix them. So if procurement processes are wrongly done and the state is losing money, why are we going to raise the revenue? When I was coming, I heard my senior and the Minister for Roads and Highways. He was reacting on Oman FM about the Eastern Corridor Road. And the president has instructed that the finance minister should look for money to pay 50% of the debts that they owe. So that we're able to fix all this road. It's a good sign for this country.
Honorable, let's just activate our phone lines whilst we're here. But I will let you touch on a little bit going on in your constituency. The numbers are 0240-550-899. 0240-550-899. Today, Honorable is being a bit abrafo, but he speaks Chi too. He speaks Ga.
I don't know this program. Speak vernacular.
No, we don't. We mix it up. We kind of, and when it's phone-in sections, we respond in Chi. So you're perfectly fine. He says that I wanted to push you more. I try to exhibit people's skills that they're hiding.
You know what I can do.
I know what you can do, and you're trying to hide it.
Man.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Joe, what to say?
I'm in the
Kumasa to say.
Who watches the
watching? Joe, because you're monitor, you're deputy minister.
I'm a pretty free and I'm cook so the things up so. Nature will be an aboke, and I will be shall be like a campus and can say. The 30 pound of the power. Minister who in a maybe son. The 30 pound of your Kumasi to Aflau. Now, on I'm Kwanaswa. So, no, but be a car to do via an this car, I take it to the driver phone.
Sir,
my calculator.
Sir,
I don't know. One man I do. Can't be a man I do. Be a good boy and a man I do. Be a no. The trip my thing. The man who I make I got to my flow. But the after my motor, the do I check it. I'm pitching to my driver phone.
I see.
It is other Mr. Moshe Pana. Who's me up, Diana?
Yes, our boss, Honorable Hide, if you're very responding. Why?
I'm in night and I'm not checking for the
that's it.
It is so much you call my name. I'm catching the cone. I'm going to say, almost on the body. I'm not to
Yo, yeah, that's it. Honorable.
I thought you would take a couple of calls.
Yeah, we will and let you respond. But
this is not the first time I've heard something like this.
Okay.
In fact, my wife was speaking to me 3 mornings ago that it has come to her attention by some of the drivers in the market, because my wife is almost like a politician too, because people go to her with complaints.
Of course, she has to be,
and she makes sure that she delivers it to me. That these people working the toll booths, sometimes these heavy duty trucks, you pay the right amount of money, but you see, when you pay, then they give you the ticket. So by the time you check, when you check the ticket, the money on the ticket,
the amount is not the same.
So he's telling me to make sure that we find a way to check these people.
Yeah.
And like this gentleman just talked about, they don't give them ticket. Meanwhile, you have paid. So if we are to monitor you on the road, the police stops you. You know, granted that you just passed the toll, and the police stops you. Have you produced? Can you produce? And you don't show the. What do you do? Meanwhile, you have paid.
Yeah.
And you, the driver, it is your duty to demand the right receipt.
Yeah.
From the operators of these toll booths and all that. So I'll pass this on to the minister.
You should, because in as much as it is your responsibility to ensure you get receipts, some of the drivers really don't care. I mean, I can be honest, myself, I don't care. I take it and sometimes I just throw it in my thing and I don't really watch. But can government bring a receipt system that has an authentication that at least you can tell that, okay, this is legit? Because trust you me, some of the tickets are just word printed papers that has been cut to a certain specification with date and time and amount.
Find a way to move away from this style of ticketing.
Okay, I'm glad it's coming from you.
Find a way.
Let me go on the phone line. Hello, good morning.
Morning. I mean,
Canton Akwaso.
My program no the doctor is just a customer with the pa.
Yeah, that's it.
And now the only thing Ghana there or Ghana. Now and this for now I say Ghana and this for now say Ghana must send them a
I didn't know Kasa.
Did make us say baby and this car made and this need the movie called hospital we need health insurance. It's me and put it behind this new. Over there, someone and yet, since it's the Omaka to him, and I'm doing a emergency was not and doctors, only a special. Now, quite be a woman is different. 30 minutes, no 3 5 peso. And I yet a Paminino, it's you may be a baby, and now, and I'm the Papa, young, imagine, so. Doctor, nothing visa, no matter.
You.
If the papa no came, study came. You. If the DND before that temper. Just to me, police want to come and no man also saying. Obi ni last week, I'll buy them like a car, friend country. Now, all police will watch him car. We just can't know if I call the car, or continue penny go up. On found insurance for also end here. Insurance and Omuntia, and yet Ghana, but only son of much Omutica. Nina and Takuama, it is 10 minutes of them, and all me, or Takomi, or me Naja.
You can't
or dog, and you do mine.
Canton, ever does it. You ever does it. Honorable.
Yes,
he makes quite a good point.
Yes,
he made a good
talk
point.
about the health aspect of it.
Yeah.
And the love that people don't have for our country. If you don't have love for your country, who should come and love your country for you?
That is true. Let me answer a few calls, and then I guess I'll let you take all the response in one piece. So now it's like my viewers are playing games on me. They really can get what we're saying. We've done like 90% English, and they respond into all the hello, good morning.
Very good morning.
Yes, but you didn't be Alfred.
Paper chef, I'm Japan.
The battle for free.
You should job in command.
You should job in Koso.
Are they watching it there?
Yeah.
At all, Freddie.
Yeah.
Tell my ship.
Kwabene Japan.
Kwabene Japan.
Unya net 2 TV wo Edrisu Jabin.
Oh, them
That's a Koso.
Me pacho, me. You were afraid we are someone about a can of water. Yes, them. A woman makes it because you see, and assume how
you
and a body, the ambulance, and then before to come into a woman up on Timothy.
You. You.
They are from 22 like
yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
People met 10 minutes not one content, one is a woman up on
you.
And I think you need to be not lazy. Something crap. One can get me. You better and you don't crack out. I'm asking from Kunka. You won't crack any yet. And you put a crab in Martin Kayu.
Ampa.
The one was for my boy. I find what you need. You should have a correct yet. Baby bear is the Granama.
Ampa. Yo. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Friday. Obe who watches the Watchman. Ejako say who watches the Watchman. I said no, you're Dutch. Anyway, honorable.
He talked about Freddie Blaze vehicle.
Yeah.
And he wants an explanation.
Yeah. What he's basically saying is that we should let honorable. I know what we retrieve you. Okay. What in the can I say? I will say a man and church money bad down. Na grassroots niti. Na omo serial callers. Ne omo grassroots. Omo to me nya in church money. Secondly, constantly the callers to this show keep asking. Nia abayin yeno. Ome can trauma no mun to me can be because I know beyond a kind and then you beyond a news and then you beyond a internet to copy information. But some communication team no be yet be together near the church musa wampa abaya ye eastern corridor road abaya ye say abaya restate say abaya ye say then they can also have something to say. Mami answer a few calls then we can come back to some of this response. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Mpacho dini be Alfrefi.
Yeah, Mr. Free, your family Kwame Danso.
A Bruce social net 2 TV wow.
Me boy a year basso, honorable Titus Abasso.
Yeah, that's it.
But the course of they are on a motorway. Motorway, no. Say when a motorway, no, but a track, no. A whole part now. Say when you hear na ya fanim kofo a bit me aye motorway free na the same time a see accident ya no
yo
it means robo modern na one check sad no ye dey telephone this one am so e we are must mean check wo mo e ka you take no about outer lane no
yes yeah that's it ahankwa ne show a utumi nya ho any opani a odi wanim edi nkomo face to face e kan ya wo face e ka e kire no e wo ni dim e wo buom wo kan yi a omusu ti no mo de aye adwuma enti dialogue show ahankwa ne ma ho kwan say o minister enche ya papa president ono so be ba show we so and then it's from me to you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good. Me patch on my TV in the volume name from Kakra.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me patch on my TV in the volume name from. It's unfortunate. I think say oh yeah. Hello, good morning. Okay. I wo fra my TV in the volume name from near to me name come. Hello, good morning. Me patch on my TV in the volume name from Kra. Okay. Manenko from Cry is possible mute no.
Good morning, master.
Yes, me patch dini be be Alfrefi.
Me dey sample my customer for price.
Unya na 2 TV wo kwa price so.
No, e tell me you ko.
Yeah, say acha po.
Ahuma bi keke na bi sample.
Ahuma bi keke.
Chese ya, ahuma bi keke be dia. Ya ne to.
Ene ko so.
E patcho, uma me di ma ona bo kele Japan ne. Dinga ko pon di patcho. Ogo ye ni ko ni ma wa bi ni na tan ya wasi no because the watchman no adi da bia
de da se
ama mo ko say wo ni pe bi wo wa iti na fe mo a mo we ni bi tu nti ni pa body bi so e be fagi body bi so e bi ni ma body bi a bata ni ma o ye no nti mo wo ni na ho
yo
ife o so planet my phone on the platform because they be to my somebody so no they am pa and the moment
you
no ko na ta ko fefem ko no ma be onu na dey at the end of no ma ko fefem ko so ma dey am cho no na ho
yeah that's
no ma e to dey o le 2 TV e da na bo ati so dey abrain o man but am I come to e
yes yeah that's yeah that's it. And just say, who watches the Watchman and a debate BB, na 2 TV, a quite cheaper. Ya damu nyina say honorable. Faka craft also my.
Jonas, me find some na ebujanfo no akeka no a. So me share say free Freddie Blay. Honorable Freddie Blay some na can say e was here bana ye nya nchichu ye edema amanfo. Na me gide pass and the cause of the national elections that I call for the executives, you know, the spokespersons about Bonting, every church in Yemen say, Honorable Freddie Blay is an individual.
Yeah.
He worked to a bank.
Yeah.
He has businesses. You understand?
Yeah.
He's been able to negotiate with the bank. Say, me person me top vehicles. I want to be the national chairman of my party. Now, party Jumana ye you know. Obia say bibi fisro
Aba.
Edi aba for me ye juma. I have a constituency executives who are 17. I have coordinators about 20. And there were polling station executives over close to about 700. How do you manage the constituency? As the member of parliament and the minister, deputy minister, I am responsible in managing this constituency. Yeba minchen. Obi yari yeba minchen. Obi peska yeba minchen. So how do you deal? Because party, you need to build political parties. You need to make them resourceful. Because nipa sorry na osha tadie. So koye party duma. There should be some motivation. What does it?
Yeah.
Midu say obi me consent nipa bako. Tadie eshe the name.
How?
Or pray.
So yeah,
so he's going for review. This week, Wafremia say, or Sremi, me maniscano, me discama me bano. So Momoniana, no fankomano, no year review number. So if you have a chairman who said, look, we cannot sit down as a party to allow our people to always expecting the top to deliver. What I want to do is that I want to teach you how to fish.
Okay.
And in teaching you how to fish, I'm providing you with this vehicle. And this vehicle is going to be a joint venture. Because I took loan to purchase them.
You have to pay back the loan.
Until you finish paying before it becomes your bona fide property. So I have procured them on your behalf. Go and use it to work. Every year, the calculation is done every month. This is how much you must pay to the bank. This is how much you must put aside for maintenance of the bank.
I think this explanation goes down.
I mean,
kind of makes
I don't see what the NDC guys are. You need to be proactive. MPP will believe in the private sector. The private sector must strive. And that's what we are bringing on board. And you have a chairman who is apt.
Okay. So let's touch few briefly on the others.
You know, we can be about NDC ambulance that has been rejected. Before they exited from power.
Yeah.
Kra ambulance be buy. There is a pudopa and a kra ambulance. Ambulance by ya. Nyama I was say one more. Say deeper ye dipa nkwa ambulance na kofa no diba.
So it's almost a van.
It's just a van, nothing.
It's an empty van.
And then these are good in some of these things. Madam Shelley Ayiti. Ye be san identity na one jantum. Okosha de no. Chese.
Na hwe nim.
Na chese. Ye ne wanwa. So she never acknowledged. Nandipa de sene utimi trase. When I say procurement, we can link this to procurement. This is a bad procurement practice. And sana yebe procure nyamano. 1 or 2 kwande ko hwe nyamane wo ho. I will also be free Minister of Health. No be free Ghana Health Service, Ghana Ambulance Service, including the supplier no. Na ye nyina because in the procurement, you be determine nyama ye hwehwe e wo ambulance. Eri na wo di bidi ye. E na wo saka.
Yeah.
And so we cry the bar. I will say we call now go say and nyama na ye tintim wo krata no so ni nyina. And no be na wo ambulance dem wana. We need to go back and check. One of them two kwa inspection. And one of them okay say
ambulance nemra.
Ambulance embra because nyama we nyina wo. That was in the NDC time. And the Madam Shere Aiti said nyama we onjin to mo. I mean, I was here bona paso. What I say? And the I didn't see you. So the contractor, the supplier who supplied this thing must be held responsible. And we want to make sure Ghana there is value for money.
So in this case, Honorable, me my own kofa, ambulance nanya be drew. Ufi say obi anye due diligence. What is going to happen? Yeah, abe soka.
Minister of Health, I don't know what they are doing. I'm sure they are doing the needful. What's that 1 year to make sure the proper thing is done? They are doing it over there. But there is a policy, one constituency, one ambulance. I'm sure in the next budget it will be fixed.
Okay.
I be ambulance ediaba. Now ye can we no obi can say motorway
motorway cracks,
cracks in the woman no motorway no enyi pa He's over 50 years. He may championing. August, I'll be 52 years.
Wow, you look young and handsome.
And you see me. And Intina, is he say who are buying a government, a president, like a Kufadwa, or to be doing the Kwartei? I was here bomb by the man. In my constituency, the first concrete road, experimental, Waterman is constituency on the heavy industrial area.
Oh, okay.
Because when we share the volume of vehicles,
and then the weight,
thank you.
Yeah.
All the articulated trucks are air plow, all the way on Yano. Saboto wona appear, ye fat GTP Chirihono, and the Abefa Nestle, and the Akofa Divia Loquanosono. Debia Yakwana say, but a ne in the wisdom of His Excellency, President Kufado, Azumunya the concrete. Send your betuma lasting for longer years.
Now then, I know maybe say Mumba Timbaka.
Oh, yeka. For some time,
me say a road, but me say concrete.
This is
the concrete makes sense.
First experiment. Every constituency. And the way will replicate it. Baby, volume of traffic.
Any heavy vehicles.
And the ban is annual. It can last for a maximum about 4 decades.
Wow.
And every year, beyond say, other road, a normal bitumen surface now. Asphalt to be check. We hear the concrete. Scanner Afibia would be a coco says, you gather the money, you send it to another place, and would acquire say you man. And the Sada Ronuebo. Almost a free SHS.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful human development, President Kufado. And then, and this is one President Mama say, gentlemen, free SHS. Progressively free. Progressively free, Nukrana. Scanner was almost here every time you must go one. Yantiaka. Oh, Jesus Christ.
To say somebody about 80,000 teachers are back home.
Jonas.
Is it? Yeah.
Jonas.
Yes, sir.
Jonas.
Yes, sir. 3 times.
You are a journalist.
Yeah.
Go to Ghana Education Service in Semamike and go and ask them.
Okay.
President and this government finance minister advances Kadia schools, So basically, we say Munko Ghana Health Service.
Please get ready to go.
Munko Ghana Education Service.
Yeah.
Munko Minister for Education. Says Sika ye release na de ye fed say in September coming next 2 months the second batch of the free SHS is starting.
It's taking off. Well, honorable.
Nursing training allowance.
Yes, go ahead.
It is something the NDC denied the nursing students and they are shut here. Even if it accumulates, we'll still pay. Teacher training allowance. Abano HUD. Oh goodness. You catch the NDC for say electricity problem there. No, it is not about the supply. It's about financials. Today we fix it, and then it has dwindled. So we talk 20 Ghana cities a 2 longer days.
Oh no, are you going to national? So national agenda.
Me aje kuda.
So no wrap up on hand so that they can take off.
Vaco, you know Vaco
is your business.
This is my constituency.
Yeah.
To God be the glory.
Okay.
Under the wisdom and the
let's take this last bit. Yeah.
Under the wisdom and the hard work of President Kufado and his able Minister for Energy and his deputies,
Vaco is
and the Vaco has come back. Second Portland. I said go there and see.
Okay, that's a big revelation here on this show.
Go to Vaco and find out.
We'll go to Vaco, we'll go to Ghana Education Service. That's Honorable Titus Glover. He is the Deputy Minister for Transport and also the MP for Tama East. He's also on the Committee for Trade and I think Industry and Tourism in Parliament. He's also my father. We have the same birth months. I'm in August, he's in August, and we have a lot in common. He's actually my boss. He was my boss at the time. My name is Abidianim. This is the 2TV and the